Hi, this is Amy K. Watson, and what I wanted to talk with you about today is how can you break free when you are at an impasse, when you're stuck? Now, this could be the kind of situation where, like, maybe at work you're at an impasse with someone, or maybe you've been ruminating over a challenge, or there's been some kind of a drama that you're just maybe getting tired of and you're ready to break free from it, but it just seems to keep going. Uh, this is also actually a process that you can use when you're stuck in terms of creativity. If there's something that you need to write or make and you've got something along the lines of writer's block. So you can use this same process for that. And what I'm going to share with you is something that was created by a man named David Rock. He's a writer and a researcher and a coach, and he created this acronym, but it's based in neuroscience. So this is a way of helping your brain do what it naturally does so that you can do what you need to do. So it begins with this awareness stage. And by the way, the letters at the beginning of each word spell out ARIA, A-R-I-A. That's the acronym. So the first stage is awareness. And you might be thinking that, okay, I'm pretty aware of the problem that I have. I don't need to take time in this stage. But the truth is that the awareness stage is about more than just being aware that there's a problem. It's more about taking some time to learn more about it, to understand it better. So if it's a creative problem, it might mean that you need to take some time more with your source material or with the people that you're doing this for, your audience. If it's a impasse with a person at work, for instance, or in your family, it might mean taking some time to understand their perspective. What is the challenge that they are experiencing? What is the intention that they have? If you can accept that they are probably a decent and reasonable person that wants good things, if that's true, then what's really going on with them? Sometimes the awareness stage is helped by doing something that's called perspective taking, in which you just imagine yourself in a variety of different people's shoes. So I know what I think about this situation, but what does my boss think about this situation? Or what does my employee think about me in this situation? What does somebody who's going to be affected by this decision, what's their perspective on this? What does somebody in the community who has some skin in the game, what would their perspective be on this situation? So you just kind of put yourself in the shoes of a variety of different people. And as you look at it from all of these different angles, then your awareness of the problem actually expands in a very helpful way. So that's the first stage. The second stage is reflection. And reflection is not just about reviewing what you've already come up with, it's really about taking a step back, sort of zooming out so that you can see what's happening and what you've been doing with it in perspective with everything else. So one of my coaches used to call this helicopter view. So the idea is you just use your imagination and you pretend that you can see yourself from maybe 100 feet up. And you just kind of look at yourself in your circumstances, in your situation, and you get some perspective. By thinking about how have I been thinking about this, you're thinking about it in such a different way that eventually there comes this burst of insight. It's actually a burst of gamma brainwaves, I think they're called. And it's a high energy environment for your brain. And when you have this burst of insight, some people call it a eureka moment, some people call it an epiphany. But it gives you all of this great energy. You suddenly feel like, oh, that's it. Oprah calls it an aha moment. Uh, but it gives you this energy that it's important for you to take action on. So I want to pull back the curtain a little bit because this, I believe, is one of the reasons why coaching is so effective. And this is whether you are in a coaching relationship, like where you're going to meet with a coach, or whether you're doing coaching like as a strategy for managing others. When we are in coaching, the coach is asking questions about the situation so that you can get different perspectives, and we'll ask questions about how have you been thinking about this, thus accomplishing the first two pieces so that you can then have that experience of insight, and then you can capture the intention to take action and have that accountability structure so that the next time you have a conversation, whoever is being coached can say, okay, this is what I did. So that accountability structure helps to move things forward. So I'm sorry, I'm geeking out about it, but I just find that to be a fun way of understanding that this is one reason why coaching actually works. So it's a very effective strategy. So I'd love to hear what you think. I'd love to know what's your way of breaking free of those times when you feel stuck or when you're at an impasse. And meanwhile, I invite you to go to careerleadershipalignment.com. Uh, ask for the free gift that's available there on the front page. But what that really does is it starts a conversation between the two of us and it allows us to connect. And that's what I'm really looking forward to. So I hope to hear from you soon. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye bye.